Hello YouTube, and welcome back to a very special RPG Maker MV tutorial. In today's video we're going to be learning how to make this quest. So what we'll do is we'll just click on the flower down here, look, and it just says it's just an ordinary looking rose bush. That's all it says. We'll click on her and she says, hey there, say I really like flowers. If you could pick me 3 yellow roses, I will give you 350 gold. Sounds good. And we've got 2 choices. We can say we will help you, which we'll do in just a sec, or sorry, I can't help you, which then it avoids the mission. You can't do it anymore. So we'll click we will help you, and she says thank you ever so much, I will look forward to getting my flowers. And if you talk to her again, are you having trouble finding my flowers? I really want those roses, please get them for me. So if we click on one rose, the best I could do for the graphic for a rose is this. It says you picked a yellow rose and it disappears. If we click the space again, there are no more flowers left to pick here. If we talk to her again, are you having trouble finding my flowers? I really want those roses, please get them for me. So we'll keep saying that until we've got all 3 yellow roses. We've got 2. So if we check our items, as you can see, it says this is a yellow rose. It has a certain smell that is very pleasant. And we've got 2 so far. We need 3. And the last one is over here. So if we click on that, we pick the yellow rose. If we go back to it now, says, oh, they're lovely, thank you ever so much for getting my flowers. As I promised you, can now have your gold. That's a bit poor grammar, but never mind. And it says the lady gave you 350 gold. If we right click on the menu, as you can see down here, we now have 350 gold. So if that looks good to you, stick around. Here we go. So what you're first going to want to do is create an item by clicking on the configuration wheel up here. Go into items. I create a yellow rose. Change maximum, enter in a different value, so you've got an empty space. Click on the space, give it a name, give the item a name, give it an icon, give it a description, then set to a regular item, 0 price, not consumable, no scope, menu screen. Yeah, you want menu screen because it's a non-usable item. You want speed 0, 100% success, repeat can be on 1 or 0, TP gain 0, a certain hit type, and no animation. I'll make sure there's nothing in here in the effects or the notes, and the damage left to none. So after you got your item, that's fine. Then what you want to do is you want to make a character. If you don't know how to make a character, go and watch my beginner tutorial series on RPG Maker, which will be out very soon, if it's not already by the time you get to this video. So create a character, double click on her. As you can see, we give her a graphic by double clicking and giving her people 2 on this graphic. Then we've entered in a bit of text. You click on the empty line and we go to first tab, show text. If you double click on this, you can set it to a picture so it appears with the text. We chose her, and you can type in anything you want, but never go past this line where my mouse icon is, or it will cut off the text. Make sure you can only have 4 lines of text. If you need more text, just add another show text box. Okay, so we've got a bit of text, and that's when she says, hey there, say I really like flowers. She does all that. She asks you to get the flowers. Then we've got control self switch A, which after that it'll go to control self switch A, which is on event page 2. You click new event page to create a new event page. See, as you can see, it's got self switch A selected here. It's ticked and it's got A, and then it'll do this. If yellow roses is on equals 3, what that is a conditional branch. What you would do is double click and you go to conditional branch, but first I'm getting ahead of myself. We'll go back to the first tab. So now we've got to control switch A, which is that tab which I just showed you, and then oh, it's just turned it on. Yeah. Then we've got show choices, we will help you. We've done that by double clicking. I'm going to show choices. You can input anything you want in here into the choices box. You can have as many. You can have up to 6 different choices at any one time. So we've got thank you ever so much, I will look forward to getting my flowers. Then we've got a control switch, and we've made a control switch called no flower pickup. To do that, you double click and you click on first tab, control switches, click here, then under one of these empty slots give it a name and just click OK. Make sure it's set to on. So when it gets here, when it gets to the control switches is on, if you've got it in a conditional statement, in a conditional branch to be on, then it'll do the rest. It'll go to self switch A. But if you was to check the when sorry I can't help you, you do oh well never mind and go to control self switch C, which is here. I've got self switch C is on and she does nothing. That's the end of the quest. You can't do it anymore. So when we're back on control self switch A, we've got if yellow roses equals 3, that's conditional branch. So if we go to there under tab 1 under flow control conditional branch, we've left let me just see. So if we click on that, that's right, it's conditional statement. You click on variable because it's a variable it's looking for. You click the variable you want. We want yellow roses on to the constant of 3, and you want this equals to. You can have greater than, less than. You can have greater than or equal to, less than or equal to, more than, less than. I'm not too sure what that one is, but you want to leave it on equal to the constant of 3 because we're doing 3 roses. But if you're doing 5, you'd have it on constant of 5. And if you have got 3, then it'll play this text. Oh, they're lovely. Thank you ever so much. Then it'll change gold by you double click, and you go to here, change gold. You go to increase by a constant of however much gold you want to give them. And then we change items. Since the quest has been completed, you no longer want the roses in your items list. So we've gone to change items and -3 roses. That's the total we was asked to collect. So we've gone to tab 1 and change items. Click on here, choose your item, then we can click on decrease, and we'd want it to the value of 3. Then we click on that, and then we've got a little bit of text saying the lady gave you 350 gold, just to let the player know that they've now been given the 350 gold. Then it'll go to control self switch B. But if you haven't got 3 flowers, she'll say this text, are you having trouble finding my flowers, and so on. But after you've completed the mission, we'll go to self switch B, which is the next event page. As you can see, it's got self switch B activated. Then she just keeps in this process over and over. If you've completed the mission, these flowers you got for me are pretty, etc. And then that's for that. And these are the actual flowers. We've got 2 event tabs. On the first event tab, what I would advise you do if you want them to disappear, never do this. Never do a drawing map and then say this flower here. It just wouldn't work. It wouldn't disappear. It has to be an event. So what you would do is you double click there and you double click on an event, then you give it a graphic here on the first tab. Then what we've done is we've got this here, look. We've got a conditional statement, we've got a conditional branch. It said we've set it to no flower pickup is on, and we've created an else branch by ticking that. And then if it's on, because we've turned it on in here, look. Where is it? There it is. There's control switch. No flower pickup is on, because when we get to this part, after she says thank you ever so much, I look forward to getting my flowers, the mission has started. So you want to leave it there, and it'll check for that. Now it's turned on. This will be true. In here, look. If no flower pickup is on, which it is, because we started the mission. Control variables. That is a variable. We've set it to yellow roses on. I've made a variable called yellow roses by clicking there, typing in yellow roses on. Click OK. Then add to the constant of 1. So you can do it in any order you want, picking up the flowers, and it'll always add just 1 after picking up 1 flower. So you want to do that. And then I've given a little text after you picked up the flowers saying you picked the yellow rose. I've changed the item to give you 1 rose. I've put control self switch A is on. Then it'll go to this, which is control self switch A. There it is. It says there are no more flowers left to pick. But else, if it's not on, it'll just say it's just an ordinary looking rose bush, because we haven't started the mission yet. And on here you want the same as characters, an action button, so the player has to click on it to activate the script here. But if you had below characters, you'd have to stand on it and click the action button. If you click player touch, all you got to do is just walk over it when it's below characters. That's if you can walk below it, if it is a walkable tile. But if you had same as characters, you just walk into it. If it's a blockable, if the tile blocks you, you want same as characters, player touch for it to activate. But if you had it on say, same as characters and event touch. If it was an event, if she was walking around and you had some sort of scripting where she, if you wanted her, if she bumps into you, then it triggers the commands, you'd have event touch. Yep. That's pretty much how you do it, YouTube. We'll play the game again. So if we go try and pick up a flower, it's just an ordinary looking rose bush because we haven't activated the control switch. It's activated when we talk to her now. After we, remember, when we click "we will help you," the command just comes after this text here. Now it's turned on, so now when we go back to the flowers, it will say you picked a yellow rose, and it will disappear because we made it an event, not a tile. And if we talk to her again, I'm having trouble finding my flowers, so on and so forth. And if you see, we've got 0 gold. You picked a yellow rose. You picked a yellow rose, and if we talk to her again, she thanks us and gives us our gold. As you can see down here, 450 gold. Well, that's it for today's video, YouTube. If you've liked it at all, please give the video a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. Helps keep me motivated to bring you more great content like this. If you haven't watched my RPG Maker tutorial beginner series on MV, I suggest you go watch that. If you're new to RPG Maker MV, it'll be out very soon. There'll be about 30 tutorials in the playlist, but I digress. So until next time, YouTube, look after yourselves, stay safe. This is Bad Apple Gamer, and I'm signing out.